Madisen, we'll just start with senior night honors. Obviously, you're one of 3 honors. Just what does that mean to have this accolade?
I mean, senior night's really cool because you put in a lot of work to be a, college athlete, and to make it 4 years, 5 years for me, I mean, it's awesome. And just to be able to see everybody happy for us and supportive, I mean, like I'll never forget the feeling.
Reflecting on your career here for a minute, I mean, you said it there, 4 years, 5 years, all-time leader in games played. You've been through a lot here. I mean, tell me about your growth, even as a person, maybe even as a basketball player too here at BG.
Yeah, I mean, I've grown a ton. I think a good place to start is just my freshman year. I mean, I didn't play a ton of minutes. I think there's a stat out there. I think I only made 5 or so threes my freshman year. I mean, it was just really buying into the role and getting a sense of what college basketball is all about. And, with Coach Freilich and the new staff coming in, I've just learned a ton, not only about the game, but just how to be a better person. And it's cool because I was talking to someone the other day, and I was like, I feel like I benefited so much from playing college basketball, more so than just the experiences, but also lessons learned to take them in the future.
That's awesome, dear Madisen. Onto the game. Really hot first half, in my opinion. It's one of the most competitive halves of basketball you guys played, and you guys kept things really close. I mean, what was it like just going through all that? You had, I think, 10 points in that first half.
Yeah, I mean, the first half we were flowing. I mean, people were hitting shots, we were sharing the ball. I think we were trading points a little more than we would have liked. We would have liked to, see us get some more stops and kind of take a lead or extend a lead in that first half, because we were shooting well and we were playing well. But, there were some little things we weren't doing, and they were taking advantage of that. Then obviously the second half we got to get better. We got to throw 40 minutes together, and right now our team's really struggling to do that. And it's a focus of ours is being focused for 40 minutes. And I think sometimes we lose sight of those details and people take and run with them. And we can't do that. You don't win games in college basketball, especially in the MAC, when you lose sight of details. So that's something we're going to be working on moving forward.
You talked about the little things, doing the little things. Do you feel like that specifically is on defense?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's on both sides of the floor, but defensively, I mean, when another team goes on a run, we got to punch back. And I think tonight we didn't punch back. And I mean, that's hard. You can't let a team go on a run that's more than a couple points, because at the end of the day, I mean, the deficit got too big and we had a hard time clawing our way back into it.
That third quarter, they pulled away there. I think it was a 23-11 deficit or whatever for you guys. Is that where you felt maybe the energy or just something kind of changed? I mean, did you feel anything shift there?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of the energy, but again, that's not what our team is about. I mean, we always bring enthusiasm, and I think one of our strengths is our bench and the depth that we have and the energy that we bring in. I think tonight we saw that drop a little bit when we really needed it the most.
You're halfway through a stretch of, I think it's 7 games in 15 days or something like that. I mean, there's the reaction there. I mean, just what's the locker room feeling like right now after 1 week of this, and then you have a whole other week of basically a game every other day?
I mean, it's a short-term memory, because I mean, we're going to learn from this game and we're going to, get better. But the reality is we have Kent on Monday, and it's a big game for us. Tomorrow we're prepping. We're going to Kent. With quick turnarounds like this, you can't, mull over losses like this. The reality is the game's done. We can't change the outcome, but we have 5 more games coming up in a short period of time that we can control. And moving forward, we can get better and we can make adjustments to make sure we get those ones.
Madisen, they clamped down on defense, I think, starting about the second quarter, and you guys just had a hard time getting somebody open, rotating the ball even within the shot clock time. You want to talk about their defense and what that was like, trying to just get somebody so they could get an open shot?
Yeah, Ohio's a great team, and their defensive principles are pretty set. I mean, they do them and they do them well, and I think they have some people on their team, like CeCe Hooks, for example, who are just great defenders. They're really difficult, to have on the floor. They have a good sense for the ball, jump passing lanes, and I think, when you play a good team, you got to match it with ball movement and sharing the ball and, get good shots, and sometimes those don't fall, and sometimes the defense is good, and I think we saw that tonight. And again, moving forward, our goal is just to get better ourselves, because we can't control other people. We can control ourselves, and I think a lot of tonight what impacted the game was stuff that we could control.